Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Mark from CricketBatInfo, and today we're doing an KLR 1 with the Player's Willow, straight after this. So firstly, thank you very much to Gabir from Melbourne who sent this in. He actually got this delivered by a mate who's in shipping. So it was hand delivered yesterday. Today being a Monday. He's got some photos he sent to me which had no damage when he first purchased it, and unfortunately it's arrived here with a bit of a dent here, and there was also a quite significant dent on the back of the bat which I've tried to steam out, but we'll move on with the review and I'll talk more about that because I've got some before and after photos anyway. Anyway, so this is the KLR KL Raoul 1 bat, SG. This is their top player willow. They say these should be between 2.8, 2.9, 8 to 10 grains. It's a stunning piece of willow. Tiny little pin knot here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 grains. You could argue that little area here is the 10th grain, just cut off by the sanding. You can see that discoloration there where the grain has sort of been separated. It's an interesting profile. Probably a mid-low, standing a little bit high. It's got that real full shape. Nice extended edge through here, so it should be nice and decent playability from this area to here. Not really a high spine, more sort of going for what you can see here. If I put it in front of the camera, that sort of really full sort of look. Nice straight grains going through the toe, as you can see there. Round toe, which if you watch the channel, I would, recommend for amateur players. Decent thick shoulders. I don't think they look too thin there. And the handle shape is a lovely oval and round at the top. Very much like what Kookaburra are doing now, but I actually think this is a little bit more oval at the bottom hand. So it's actually a really nice feel handle. And if you don't know SG, well, they make majority of the bats for Kookaburra. But obviously all the SG players would be getting the top willow from SG. So this is really nice looking willow. We have seen recently, more so with SS, real difficulty getting those real low density sort of shapes and resorting to things like narrowing and things like that. So we'll have a look at that. Before I go on, let's have a look at the lovely cover it comes with. So you can tell this is the top model when you see things like this. This is got material and fake leather that Believe Become thing and Team SG.India. So it's their top of the line. It's padded inside, but as you can see from the dents, maybe it doesn't offer as much protection, but who knows how that got dented. Could have been dropped, anything like that. It was quite deep. Hold that up to you there. You can just see a little bit of a shadow there, and where I've tried to steam it out and you look really closely, you can see sort of a discoloration and difference in the grain there, but it's a hell of a lot better than it did look. And there was a little bit of denting down here. I'm not going to say that this is SG finishing because I've had to go over it again. And I tend to polish it until it feels nice. Let's have a look at the shape of the bat this way. Got a fairly decent bow there. Get the bat gauge out straight away. Let's have a look at what we've got as a face camber. And straight away you can see there we've got a sacrificing a few millimeters there, maybe a couple. So we're looking at probably a 3mm face camber. You can see my reflection coming underneath the gauge there. And holding that up to the actual face, you can't see a lot of room there. So it's actually, I didn't think it was that high, but it's a bit deceptive. I think we're probably looking still at a 65mm spine here. Let's have a look at the gap here. So there is a bit of a gap. That gauge is 110, and I reckon we've got about 4 to 5mm there. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're looking at about 106mm width blade. So if you're going for a really full shape, generally they're not going to pick up as nicely. Narrowing can actually make the bat feel a bit lighter in the hands. It's a I guess it's an alternative to putting in the concaving. Of course, drying the bat, the willow, is also another way to do it. Back in the old days, Grey Nichols used to drill holes down the centre of them, and so did Hunts County. So all different tricks to make a bat feel a little bit lighter than it is. Let's have a look at those specs. So I'll start off with the smaller calipers, and we'll do the edge here, 15.4, the edge there, 40.2. Toe looks really thick actually, have a look at that. So I'm going to measure about there because of the roundness of the toe. Still 25.5. Centre of the toe here, 27.7. Up here at the top of the splice, 35.5. Pretty good specs so far. We get the big calipers in and we'll measure the spine, 66.1. Let's have a look at the width of the bat. So 105.9. So the gauge doesn't really lie to you when you put it through. Free plug for my mate Pete, who does all those nice memes on the channel. Maxxis Tyres. I know his company sells those. 55.5 to the top of the shoulders. And 85.5 to the tip. So that's quite normal. It's a nice shape, isn't it? Do like that. But how does it actually feel with all that weight away from the hands? Not a lot sort of running down through the spine here. You've got 35mm here. Does it pick up heavy? Let's have a look. So I'm standing in my normal batting stance. And yeah, it doesn't feel heavy at all. It's a nice feel. Feels like a beautiful 2.8. Yeah, it's got a really lovely pickup. So there's no issues for me, who likes that 2.8 to 2.9 sort of weight. So measure the weight. Oh shoot, 211. That's completely different to what their website says. The website says weight 2.9. I'm looking at somebody else's website. Here in Australia, this bat is $900 at the moment, and that says they should be between 2.9 and 2.10. It's 2.11. It's just come from India. Not sure if this is really monsoon. I don't know if there's any reason why that would put on any weight, but it doesn't feel anything like it. So though it says 2.11 there, I don't feel that in the hands. To me, it doesn't even feel 2.9. So that's a really nice pickup. Do like that, and I can understand why an international player would go out with that, because it's actually got a really nice pickup. Maybe the effect of, rounding the toe and sacrificing a bit of that wood there does do something. Definitely the narrowing does something. Not bad, not bad. The stickers themselves, we'll hold it up, give you a closer look. Got that sort of camo look, which is popular. They're a bit dull, I've got to say. There's texturing here in the SG, that's all embossed. This isn't embossed or textured. It definitely had the SG barcode on it. It's not a fake or any rubbish like that. I don't know, I just find these stickers a bit dull. He's already told me, can you get rid of these? So I'll be hitting that with the heat gun after this is done. Each to their own, it's his bat. We'll have a look under the handle here. It's got TA and KLR1. So I'm not sure what TA means. Really nice bonding, I've got to say. Really good work there. And you can see some glue's been put in there, so it's not going to separate. Yeah, it's not bad. And I don't mind the grip they use. This is an SG original grip. Not going to slip out of the hands with that grip. So that's good. Any twist in the handle? No. No real twist there. No, so it's pretty good. And the grains are actually running nicely through the handle. I guess we've got to tap it up. That's the next thing that we do. So we'll start in that position there, starting at the toe. Oh, really nice in a low position. Mid-low's nice. Mid is very nice, actually. Mid-high. That's exceptional. That's really nice. Very, very nice bat. And it's pinging really nice too. On that softer side, like most of the Indian makes, and that just means oil it and give it a decent knock in. You really want to try and strengthen that surface, because it will be prone to damage if you don't do your play in, things like that. Now, he did fill in the questionnaire for me. KLR 1. He paid $750 including shipping. There's some photos of when he purchased the bat, and I don't know who the seller is, unfortunately. And he hasn't included it. It just says the seller is an old friend. Good service. Well, that's handy. I will ask him who it was, and I'll put that in the description later on. He likes SG, good seller he can trust, who I don't know the name of, and he's a middle order batsman, and the bat is not for sale. So don't expect to see it unless you're bowling to him, and I think if he's a decent batsman, you'll be in a bit of trouble. That's definitely going to make runs anywhere around that middle. Thank you very much, Gabir, for producing this fine bat for us to have a look at. Been a lot of grey nickels lately, and as much as grey nickels make a good bat, I want to see other things. So this has been great. Once again, if you like what I do on the channel, that thing over here, you know what to do. And otherwise, we'll see you on the next review. Thank you very much.